On another fine and glorious day leading to my inevitable demise. Gee, I wonder what time it is. Oh, shit. Oh, jeez. The Halloween special already? I haven't come up with a catchy name yet. After all the great YouTubers make up a catchy name for their Halloween specials like... Ah, jeez. I need to think of a good title for Halloween and quick. Maybe if I brainstorm first, I can get an idea and can work off of it. Yeah, that will work. Alright, let's think. What was I doing again? Oh shit, the video! Oh jeez, I'm running out of time. I need to think of a good title and quick. Let's see. What's a good thing that people like on Halloween? They like haunted places. They eat that shit up like a fat kid out of the Golden Corral. But what places should I use? That's the big question. Houses, too easy. Mansions, too expensive. Uncle Larry's sex dungeon? I got it! Gazebos. Yeah, no one expects gazebos. No one. Alright, just have to make the finishing touches. And bam! All done. DavKav's Haunted Honkin' Zebo. So is there any chance of changing that? Ah, screw it, we got a title. Let's just roll with this thing.
I need a lozenge. Ah, yes. Halloween. The time of spooks and scares. This would be a good time to bust out something based on horror, right?
Wrong!
Look, contrary to my first video, I am not into horror. Think of me more of the guy who likes the stupid, campy, fun action stuff that spits out one-liners here and there. You know, come to think of it, that actually explains why these are my favorite horror films.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
So yeah, if you're expecting a horror-themed review on Halloween, maybe. I'll get back to you on that. What you can expect is a review that has at least something related to Halloween. Because even though I'm not a fan of the horror aspect, I'm still a fan of the spooky fun aesthetic that the holiday brings. And you know, dressing up as Luigi every year.
Hello, Mario.
But what really gets my jollies out this holiday is a focus on the classic monsters. Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein's monster, and most importantly, Bunny Boys! So you know what? If it's a game, a film, or a show that revolves around a monster, then BAM! It's Halloween. Yeah, that's the reason I'm playing this game.
Yes, this game. Not the obvious view count this year. This one. Look, guys, I just really want to play as a skeleton right now. Just let me have this, please!
Skully was released in 2020 by our good friends at Finish Line Games, who also were the guys responsible for the Funny Corn game. Yeah, you guys remember that game? I made a video on it. It's currently one of my least performing videos. But I'm not bitter about that fact. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm really excited to get my hands on this game. After all, I really liked Maze, and I want to see what this studio has to offer next.
Well, let's start with our story, which starts with our titular character Skully washing up onto a mysterious island whilst being busy being dead. when suddenly you stop doing the dead man's shuffle thanks to the power of one of the gods on the island. Oh, and the best part, this god, this mighty god of Earth, he goes by Terry.
Oh, Terry, you slag! You nicked the lick of time! Give it back before you get a slap! Ow.
Alright, starting strong with the humor. Naming your powerful deity the most simplest of names? It gives me some serious Monty Python vibes. So Terry brought Skully back to life in order to help him out. You see, his siblings are currently at war with each other, and now he just needs us to kind of, sort it all out with him. I mean, when you really think about it, he really called the right person for the job. 'Cause really, if I can think of anyone who can stop rampaging gods, yeah, it's gonna be the Spooker.
I mean, name me a better person who can take care of this type of job at this grandeur. I was being rhetorical.
Well, let's just move on to the presentation, 'cause ooh, them graphics! I did not give enough praise to Finish Line Games in the last video I made of them, so now I am gonna give them their due. 'Cause this is beautiful, man. From the water to the grass, everything in this game looks so vibrant and lifelike. I mean, damn, look at those rocks. Those are some fine looking rocks you got over there. And the character designs have a real cartoony look to them, with my personal favorites being Skully and his transformations. I mean, look at them. They look adorable. Moving on to the cutscenes, they play out in these sort of still images, which to some might seem lazy, but this game is going for a sort of storybook design, and last time I checked, pictures and books don't tend to move.
But I know they'll move when I'm not looking. They always do. Till then they just stand there, waiting, mocking me.
Which bring me to the writing and voice acting. While not as heavily humored as their last game, the game still has a few chuckle-worthy lines here or there. However, instead of telling a bunch of jokes, they more focus on the story. And by all means, I think the story is really good. Fairly predictable, but good overall. The same can be said for the voice acting. I can tell that the voice actors really gave their best performance on this one. They help give characters a lot of, well, character. Like Terry, who is very static and good-hearted, if not a little dense at times. Then there are the other gods, which all have their own specific character traits, and usually shine whenever they're doing a back and forth between them and Terry. And by back and forth, I mean spite. I mean, half their dialogue is, "Hey Terry!" "Yeah?" "Fuck you!" Oh. No exaggeration, that's literally how some of these scenes go. And of course, we can't forget the star of the show with the most angelic voice of them all, Skully! Take it away, pal! Yeah! Woo! And last but not least, we got the music. It has a mixture of strings and percussions that both give this game a very pleasant feeling, while at the same time being very adventurous. It really does want to make you go outside and just explore the world around you.
But you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go on my own adventure. I gotta stop this video now. Just gotta stop. I need to I can't be around these four walls forever. I need to see the world. I need to see what else is out there besides just silly little reviews. So you know what? I'm gonna end things here, and when I come back, I don't know, but I'm gonna be a changed man. Till then, adventure awaits. Woo!
So, let's talk about the gameplay. The game is a puzzle platformer, with the main hook of it being that you are a ball. Yeah, since Skully lacks the rest of his appendages, we're going to need to improvise on this one. That means we're gonna be rolling, jumping, and climbing like a kid hopped up on pixie sticks. And much like pixie sticks, the controls are sweet and high on sugar. You have a good amount of control over Skully in this game. You can control the momentum of how fast he can go, which actually makes precise platforming very easy and very satisfying when you pull it off. Like, look at this. You don't even have to worry about slopes while rolling, cause Skully seems to have his own gravitational pull. And mountains? You see that mountain? You can climb it. It was so fun seeing where you can go with this little guy. And to my surprise, you actually get rewarded for exploring with these floating flowers you find around. Collecting enough of these can unlock concept art for the game, which I think is a cute reward for collecting them all, if you're interested. Really, playing as this Rolling Skull is probably the main highlight in the game for me, due to how he can control and how you can explore almost anywhere in the levels, as long as you don't touch water, or magma, or go off a cliff. But playing as a decapitated head is only half the game, as you can also transform into 3 separate mud creatures. By simply going into these mud pools, which can also refill your health if you take damage, you can change to any of these 3 monsters and can spawn up to 3 of them at a time. The first one to talk about is the big one, who I decided to name Craig. Craig has the ability to punch through walls, create shockwaves that can kill enemies, and chuck Skully to higher places. Essentially, Craig's the muscle of the group, and is the only one who can actually kill enemies. But since enemies respawn, and you can just easily walk past most of them, Next we have this little guy. I name him Gunther. I mean, come on, tell me he doesn't look like a Gunther. His main ability is to run really fast, an ability I found limited use for. But Gunther makes it up with his secondary power of moving these type of platforms around. Not gonna lie, this broke a good amount of puzzles because you really just need 2 blocks and just go zoop 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 over to the other side of the water without a care in the world. Finally, there's Cedric. He can double jump, which makes platforming a lot easier, and can move platforms up and down. I mean, the double jump's pretty cool. Out of everyone, I still prefer playing as Skully. That's not to say I didn't have fun playing as the other characters. It's just rolling around as the calcium lad was just too invigorating. Rolling around at the speed of spook!
But you may be asking yourself, DavKav, you handsome buffoon! Doesn't this suit you're wearing itch? Yes. It is my penance for what I have done. But the question I really wanted to be asked was, do I have any issues with the game? And yeah, I got a few. One of them being the controls. Wait a minute.
Okay, I know I just spent a good while praising the controls, but yeah, they're not perfect. Yeah, because the fact that you are a ball, it can be a little hard to keep your footing in some places. So it can feel frantic while you're trying to stay still, or even try to stay balanced on some platform. This also doesn't help when you get into the auto run sections, where you lose control of your camera and you're forced to platform your way from an oncoming threat. This either causes you to make leaps of faith, or mess with your depth perception. Like here, where I got to the end of this stage, only to fall into the water cause I couldn't see the gap in between. First time this happened, I laughed. The third time this happened, I got annoyed. And of course, let's not forget to mention the dreaded, where the fuck am I even going right now? God! That happened a couple of times throughout the game, and yeah, those were some times.
But even after all of that, I still gotta say this. This game makes my skeleton go.
I thought the story was enjoyable, the visuals are really damn beautiful to look at, and playing a disembodied remains of a head was a lot more fun than I first expected. All in all, another good game to check out when you can. It may not be a good Halloween game, I mean, the spooker doesn't even do the spookin', but I can say that it's a grand old treat to get with the rest of your sweets. Except for the Reese's Buttercups, you can't have them, they're mine!
I think I've become a fan of Finish Line games, really. So, of course, whatever they have coming out cooking, I'm gonna take a look at it. That's a promise. Only if it's on the PC, though. That's all I can work with right now. But that's the end of this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, whatever, do what you want for more, and I'll see you on the next video, which will be on something else. Until then, Honkin' Zebo is over. And you know what that means? That's right! Christmas! Oh, hark the heralds, angels sing. No one gives a damn about Thanksgiving. Hey!